हेलो, हेलो। कट कर दिया। Very good morning, everyone. How are you all? Everyone fine? Then I welcome you first in CA Final Paper 1 Financial Reporting classes. Hope this might be your first class or it is second or third class as per the syllabus is concerned. Have you taken any other subject? No subject taken. Means I am the first one to come in your life. Oh, welcome. Now, as per the batch is concerned, okay. First, let me give you some idea about a batch. So this will be a regular batch. Why I need to specify this? Because right now there are many types of batches. There are regular batches, fast track batches, and falana falana falana. So this will be a regular batch. Regular batch means what? That will take entire concept of ICS study material and almost all the questions which are of different types. I will not say every questions, but all the questions which are of different types in ICS study material or RTP or MTP or past year exam question that will be taken in the classes. Correct? So this batch is actually a face-to-face batch and live streaming batch. In two mode we are providing. However, if any students are interested about recorded classes, that that is also available, but once the 3-4 classes are recorded, then we'll start providing recorded classes also. Now when I am saying about regular batch, this batch, so this batch will be applicable for November 23, May 24 and onward attempts. Now of course you all know about the applicability of new scheme, that ICI is actually wanted to implement new scheme, but due to some circumstances it is getting delayed. Now we don't know when the new scheme will come. It might be from May 24, it might be from November 24. Got it? But as per the information whatever we have received, 99% it will not be applicable for May 24. 99%. But I am not the person who can give you about this idea as per whatever information we have received. Got it? So it might not be applicable for May 24. So only because of that reason that new scheme is going to come, you should not postpone your preparation. Even though I will say if your attempt is due for any onward attempt, for example November 24 or thereafter, and you have cleared your what intergroup 2 and you have started your articleship, so from my point of view you should start your preparation, because of course there will be some changes in the new scheme, but it will not be total change. So from my point we should not postpone your preparation. Let ICI decide, let the government decide when it will be applicable. As per this batch is concerned, will take entire classes as per the existing scheme, means as per the existing syllabus, as per the ICI study material. Now what if, sir, new scheme came, then what will do? Then don't worry, that will be my responsibility. That is not your burden, because you have taken my classes. So that will be my responsibility to update you about the new scheme. Right now forget about, if you are, if your attempt is in May 24, then forget about that. Right now concentrate on the existing syllabus. Any amendment will be provided to you, means any amendment in the existing scheme also will be provided to you. So don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Got it? Understood? So how you will provide the amendment? One question might come in your mind. So after this match, so you will go, we will also go. Then sir, how you will provide the amendment? So that will be provided by way of recorded classes. Nowadays, of course, nowadays means after COVID-19, the situation has been totally changed. If for amendment, only you will not come to face class. Only for amendment. We will provide you what? By way of recorded classes, either in YouTube channel or by way of any other mode. But that will be our responsibility to inform you about that amendment. Got it? Now, about the number of hours which I will consider in this batch. This batch will be approximately 70 to 75 days. 70 to 75 days. Excluding holidays, I am saying. Excluding holidays means 70 working days in which I am taking the classes. 70 to 75. Approximately it will be 210 hours. 210, it can be 220 also, it can be 225 also, correct? But I, from my point of view, it will not be less than 210 hours as per my past experience. It can be more than 210 hours, but it cannot be less than 210 hours. So approximately I will say the last batch which we have conducted, I have taken 215 hours. So from that idea I am saying that it can be 210 hours. Sometimes it depends upon batch to batch also, correct? Some batch we become thoda sa fast, some batch will be thoda sa slow, correct? Now there may be variation of 5%. So this batch will be 70 to 75 days excluding holidays, I am saying. Got it? The way of teaching, the medium of teaching will be totally English. Full English will be taken into consideration. However, some, because my mother tongue is Hindi, so sometime I can use Hindi words, but that will not be for explanation part. Correct? They say, for example, I can use maja aa raha hai. Then you need to understand what is the meaning of maja aa raha hai. Correct? If you don't know, then after class just ask me, sir, what is the meaning of maja aa raha hai. Okay? Got it? What I am saying? So I can use Hindi word only for those point which is not required for explanation. Got it? Then about the backup classes. Once again, after COVID-19, we have understood that it is not possible to come every time in classes. Both, I am just saying this, whatever I am saying, this is applicable for both face-to-face batch and live online classes. This is not applicable for recorded classes. Okay. So, of course, it is quite possible that you are not able to come into the classes every time because of Article C, because of many other engagements. Correct? So, we'll provide you 50% backup. 50% backup means, when I'm saying 50% backup means 210, what is the 50%? 105. So 105 hours will be provided to you, which you can listen for the classes which you have missed. I will suggest you that if suppose you miss any classes, I will recommend you, that is my suggestion, but normally CA final students don't follow the suggestion. They have their own but one roadmap for the life, correct? So you will not follow my suggestion, I know, but my suggestion is that if you miss classes for any day, in the evening you should complete that classes by any means. In the evening, because we are taking classes on morning na. So morning if you are not coming, so we understood that if you are not able to come in morning, or if it is possible that you can listen the class in the morning, then of course that is also, but recorded classes, backup classes can be provided only after once the classes is over. So by evening I think you receive, by afternoon you receive the backup classes, or it may take 24 hours that you receive the backup classes, but you should listen that classes as soon as possible. Why I am saying, because in FR the concept are linked. Means whatever I have done in day 1 or day 2 or day 3, it might be used in day 50. Sometime what happen ki if you are trying to link with some other Indias or AS, then you will be discomfort, you will feel discomfortable in class. Got it? So if you can listen that backup classes, it will be very much, it will be, I will say, advisable for you. Got it? So backup class you have understood. Coming to next point, which books will provide? Will provide you two types of books. One will be India's Saransh book. That will be updated book as per the latest whatever ICI revised study material as per all the amendments. That is known as India's Saransh book. It will be multicolor book. It will be two volumes of India's Saransh book. That will have all the content of India's. All the contents means it will not contain any numerical questions. Got it? It will only contain the content of India's. Understood? That will be around two volumes. Two volume means it will be around, I think, 500 pages. It will be around 500 pages. Then I will also provide you with the four volumes of question bank. Four volumes of question bank. Four volumes of question bank. It will be around, I think so, more than 1200 pages. Correct? So it will have all the questions of ICA study material, RTP, MTP, exam question till date. Means RTP till date, all the questions have been incorporated. MTP means what? Model test paper of ICI. All the question till date has been incorporated. Got it? Means after this batch, whatever RTP, MTP will be provided by ICI, that is of course not incorporated. So for that I will provide you additional PDF. Got it? Understood? So this will be ninth edition, means this is ninth edition of question bank which will provide. It will be how many volumes? Four volumes. Correct? It will contain only questions. Only question. In this, of course, I have also taken some question from other sources also to understand the concept. Whenever sometime it might happen, I am taking some question from other sources. Got it? So it will contain all the questions of ICS study material, RTP, MTP, exam question, as well as some question which I have taken from other sources. It has been designed in such a way that you will be able to understand which question is from ICS study material, which question is from RTP, which question is from MTP, which attempt has been also mentioned there. Got it? Let me just show you the ones. What is the question bank? You can see volume 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4. Only 4, huh? Not 5. So let me take this volume 1. If I go to volume 1, you can see there are how many chapters? 13 chapters in the volume 1. If I take one chapter, suppose if I have taken chapter number 13, India's 41. What is India's 41? You don't know. But let me just give you an idea what is this question bank. You can see question from ICS study material. All the questions of ICS study material has been incorporated. You can see these are all the questions. Correct? Then new question in study material for May 21 attempt. So for that attempt, some new question was given in ICS study material. That is also incorporated. Correct? So it is given heading wise so that you will find easy for reference. Then you can new question in SM for May 22 attempt. All the new question for May 22 attempt has been incorporated. Correct? Then question from RTP, MTP exams. All the questions of RTP, MTP exams is also incorporated. You can see RTP November 2018, it has been denoted na? RTP November 2018. So this question has been taken from RTP which attempt? November 2018 attempt. So it has been designed in such a way that it become easy for you. In this chapter, I have not taken any question from other sources because the question whatever given by ICI was sufficient, more than sufficient to understand the chapter. In this chapter, I have not taken. Some other chapters I will take. Got it? So that will be also a part of question bank. Got it? Now coming to India Saransh book, you can see this is what India Saransh book. So in this, all the content of India's will be given. First chapter is introduction. Today we'll start with introduction only. So this will be having all the content of India's. Got it? Now coming to next point, target. What is the objective? Just try to understand. As a CA final student, what I will always advise you, if you are writing both group or if you are writing one group, that is not a matter, but you should always target three subject. You should always target three subject to score more than 70. I will say you should target more than 90 only, but your goal should be in three subject you score at least 70 marks, more than 70 marks. 70, yeah, more than 70 marks. That you decide which subject, that I will not decide. It can be other than FR also. I'm not saying that always FR will be one of the subject. Depends upon student to student liking about the subject. For example, when I was student, I targeted three subjects: FR, SFM, and DT. And in all the subject, I got more than 60. More than 60 I got. Target was 90, but I got more than 60. In FR, I got 93. Correct now. In SFM I got 64. In DT I got what? Around 70 I got. So it means my goal was achieved. So once you target that type of subject, so it will help you in getting aggregate. So out of 8 subject you should target 3 subject. It can be more than 3 subject also. But minimum how much? 3 subject. Understood? So if FR is one of the subject, we need to decide right now how much marks we are going to, how much marks we are expecting in this subject. So we should fix a target right now only. So what target we should fix? Target, you can understand target. So I will only speak about what? FR, because this is my subject. I will not speak about DT. I will not speak about IDT. I will not speak about SCMP, whatever. Correct now. So from your point of view, what should be the target in this subject? You only decide. Bolo. Decide what target. First means we should start with 40. 40 should be target. 80 plus. Achha, one students have said 80 plus. Any above target? 90 plus. Very good. 90 plus. So okay, let us do the highest. Always our goal should be highest. When you set your highest goal, so we reach somehow near to that. Got it now? So we should, whenever we set the target, it should be the highest goal. Got it? For example, if you are playing any games, you play any video games? Any video games you play? You don't play. What you play? Nothing? Acha, you play cricket? So in that, if you are suppose a batsman, so when you are coming for batting, so your target is what? To hit a six? Even though you don't know the quality of the bowler, na? But your target is what? To hit a six. It might happen even though your target is six, but you started with the defense what mode. But your target is always above. You set a target that in this ball I will hit a six, then also you are able or you are not able to achieve the target, that is some other point. So you should fix a target at a highest goal. Got it? So our target should be what? So we write down that target in the first class only, as you have said. So do you have the notebook? You have a separate notebook or rough notebook you brought? Separate notebook na? A new notebook. If suppose today you have not brought, so from tomorrow you should bring a separate what? Fresh notebook for FR. Got it? So write down target here only, so that every time whenever you open this, you should always, it should be visible to you that we have fixed one target and that is our goal. Got it? So first write down CA final paper 1 financial reporting. Target is what? 90 plus. 90 plus is the target. And believe me, in FR it can be scored, provided provided you don't do calculation mistake in exam. Normally I have seen that marks are deducted not because of concept in this subject. Marks are deducted because we do very small mistake, concentrate because of lack of concentration. What happened? What happened? In CA, normally it has been created. One rumors has been created. The CA is very tough. A rumors has been created. Who has created this rumor? We don't know. We don't know who has created. Got it? And not only from CA final, it is from CA foundation only. Acha, when you have given CA foundation, what was said to you? It was tough or not? It was said, but you pass na? You pass it. Means any exam, even though whatever may be the style of that exam, if you can pass CA foundation that time, and that time it was informed to you that CA foundation is also tough, and that you pass, means toughest exam you can pass na. That only we can conclude. We can conclude from that whatever has happened in your life, that CA foundation that time was informed to you. I don't know what is now a viewpoint for CA foundation right now. What do you think about CA foundation right now? It is tough or it was easy? Now the sir we pass now it become easy. Correct. It is not so. But that time what was informed to you is that it is not easy and that you pass. Then we came to CA enter. What was informed to you? It was very easy. It was what was informed to you? It was tough. बोलना रे, not tough, toughest, I will say, because CA entered though it was not 4 subjects, but 8 subjects, and out of 8 subjects, only one subject was known to you. Accounting, advanced accounting was also not known to you. It was totally new. Accounting also, I know that even though you know the subject, but you don't know the subject. Correct na? All the chapters were new. All the chapters were new na. You know about higher purchase that time, but suddenly higher purchase came in your life. You know about accounting standard that time? No, no, suddenly it came into life. So the content of accounting was very not, it was not what familiar to you. So what I am saying, out of 8 subjects, chalo theek hai, even though you exclude accounting, so out of 8 subjects, 7 subjects were totally new to you. And that time also it was informed to you that it was toughest exam. That also you passed na. I don't I'm not here to ask you the number of attempts. You pass in first attempt, second attempt, third attempt, fourth, but you passed na. You passed one of the toughest exam. That we need to understand. So right now, if somebody is saying about CA final is tough, that also you can pass. Bolna. So that I just want to inform you that actually who has created this, that it is the toughest exam. I don't know who has created this. Means it is created by only those students who are not deserving, or who are not writing that exam, who don't know about the syllabus. They are saying that CA exam is tough. Means if I ask my mother, do you know about ICA exam? You'll say yes, ICA is very tough exam. You pass, you are great, beta. Got it? But you ask any chartered accountant who have taken any number of attempts. He might have taken 4 attempts, 5 attempts, n number of attempts. I don't. That is not at all important. But if you ask any CA, he will never say that it is tough. You ask CA. Don't ask any student who have not yet become CA. You ask any CA, he will say that that time, of course, we also think that it was tough, but actually it is not tough. Only what is required? Planning is required. With planning, determination is required. With determination, motivation is required. Which motivation? Not the YouTube motivation. Huh? That you started watching motivation video of falana and falana, that will last only for 1 hour. That motivational video is only for 1 hour. When I am saying motivation, self motivation. Self motivation is required. That yes, I am capable of doing anything, and if I pass CA inter, CA final I will pass. And from my point of view, CA final is easier than CA inter. From my point of view, CA final is easier than CA inter. That I will prove you during the classes. Not now, but I will prove you during the classes that CA inter paper is actually whatever said by ICI is advanced level as compared to CA final. CA final paper is not so much advanced. Exam paper. So from my point of view, CA inter was, yeah, CA inter was that time when you have written the exam, it was tougher than CA final, whatever you write. One thing is clear, that you came here after passing CA inter exam. Correct? Achha, after passing CA inter exam, I just want to ask one question from you all. That after passing CA inter exam, what do you think? You are an average student or you are extraordinary student? I'm asking one question. After passing CA inter exam, that time you were thinking that it was the toughest exam and that you passed. both group you pass na. You, both group you pass. So after passing that exam you are here. So I just want to ask you that after passing that exam, what do you think? You are an average student or extraordinary student? What do you think? Huh? Average student. You are average. Acha. Mean you are saying about yourself or everyone? Huh? In general, you are saying about everyone that all are average. An average student can pass. No, no. I'm saying, and I'm not saying that an average student may pass or may not pass. That is not a question. I am saying after passing CA inter exam, what do you think? What you are? An average or extraordinary? Extraordinary, no? So I will say you are neither average nor extraordinary. You are exceptional. Why I am saying exceptional? Because in India, now there is no item like extraordinary item. So from your life, I want to delete one item which is known as what? Extraordinary item. I think if you have done AS5, in AS5 you have done extraordinary item. So now under Indias, what is Indias, sir? I will inform you. But I hope you are familiar with the term Indias now. Anyone who don't know anything about Indian accounting standard? Indias? Everyone knows about Indias now. So I can use this term Indias. So under Indias means whatever you have done in CA enter that was accounting standard. Whatever you will do in CA final that will be Indian accounting standard. Both are Indian only, huh? Accounting standard, whatever you have done that was as per Indian context only. Indian accounting standard will be as per Indian context only. Correct? Got it. So as per India's there is no extraordinary item. Therefore you are exceptional item. Therefore you are exceptional item. I hope you have understood. So just try to understand right now you have said that you are exceptional. Correct? Now I have deleted extraordinary from your life. So you are exceptional student. So being an exceptional, you can do whatever you want. You can do whatever you want. Just set the goals, what you want to achieve. You need to only set that goals that yes, I want to achieve this. And you will believe me, you will achieve that. It may take some time. That is something different. It may take some time, but it is achievable. Got it? Now one question arises. One question will come in your mind. Sir, those who are writing CA final, all have passed CA inter. So all are exceptional. All are exceptional. Then why the passing percentage is not so high? This is one question that we need to understand. Why passing percentage is not so high? If I am saying all have passed CA inter, those who are writing CA final exam, so all are exceptional student, then why passing percentage is not high? The reason is that there is a difference in approach. Whatever you have done in CA inter, for CA inter examination, the approach was totally different. The learning approach was totally different. Why? Because ICI used to ask question based on working knowledge. Working knowledge means practice. Means more and more practice was required. And believe me, in accounting you have done a lot of practice. Lot of practice you have done. Am I right or not? Means in class also, class only teacher used to take so many questions of similar type without any changes in the concept. One concept, 5 questions will be taken in class. Means practice was required. Working knowledge was required. If you read ICA study material, they have focused on working knowledge. But now, working knowledge is not required. A thorough knowledge is required. Conceptual knowledge is required. Understood? So, as per CA final syllabus is concerned, conceptual understanding is required. Now, if you do not change the process of learning from CA inter to CA final, of course, if the approach has been changed, the learning approach should also change. Now, in this CA final also, you will think about practice, practice, practice without understanding concept. It will not do. Even the same question will be asked in exam, which question you have done n number of time in class. Then also, if you are not conceptually strong, you will not be able to write. Means, as far FR exam is concerned, excluding one attempt, I will say excluding one attempt, all the attempts, all the questions, means not all, chalo theek hai, not all, but 90% question was from ICS study method dot to dot. Are you getting what I am saying? 90% questions were from ICS study method dot to dot, and if suppose they are asking from ICS study matter here, then whether it is a tough exam. They have given some question and they are asking that question, it is a tough exam. Are you able to understand what I am saying? 90% question are dot to dot. Only what they will change, number they will change, and the name of the company they will change. They will change the number, amount, they will change the name of the company. No information will be changed. And if they are asking that type of question, it is tough exam. I don't think so. It is a tough exam. If they are asking question from ICS study matter here, then also students are not able to score. The reason is that they have not changed the process of learning. Now they pass CA inter, they think the same approach will be applied. The first attempt they do not realize it. Second attempt they do not realize it. Third attempt they realize it, but now it become too late to realize. What happened in CA final after two attempts? Now family pressure will come. In India, at the age of 23, we should start earning. It is traditional approach. Everyone want that yes, we should also start earning because we all are from middle class family. We are not from high class family. Our family is dependent on us. So once we cross some age limit, the expectation of family will increase. So once you have written two attempts, after that responsibility will increase. That effect, and then attempt started. So in the first class, I just want to inform you that you need to change the process of learning. Don't worry, in class I will change that. I will change the process of learning. But can I say I can't pressurize you. You need to understand that by your own. Yes, now we need to change the process of learning. Change the process of understanding. Change the process of writing. Change the process of practicing. Understood? Means in CA final, even though you are not practicing that much by writing, but if you have understood the concept, you can write in exam. I'm not saying that you should not practice any questions. That is not at all. I just want to say. I just want to say that even though you are not doing n number of questions, and if you have understood the concept, so by applying that concept, you can do any questions. The focus should be on concept. Focus should be the concept. So one rule. We should make one rule of the class. Without understanding any concept will not proceed. Without understanding any concept will not proceed. Till you say yes sir, I will not proceed. Everyone. But what happened in class? Yes sir. Ho gaya. That will come. But we should make one what? Rule that in class without understanding that concept will not proceed. So if you ask me 100 times one concept, that will be my responsibility. Suppose I'm not able to explain you in the class. Don't worry. Suppose one student might not be able to understand that particular concept in class. So it will be my duty that I will take that concept after the class. Only for that student. Because sometimes you need to think about the time limit also. Got it? So there are 3 points which I just want from you. You can see this written. Do's and what you should not do. till you become CA. After becoming CA, of course, you will make your do's and don'ts. So what you should do? First, already I have said you should be regular. Regular does not means you should come every day in class. Regular does not means you should attend everyday class. Correct? I never say, because CA final students have their own responsibilities. Correct? It is not possible also to come every day in class. Regular means to complete the class, to complete whatever I have done in class on a regular basis. If you are not able to come in the class in 10 days, it will be your responsibility to complete it as soon as possible. Don't postpone it. If you postpone, then the time will not come, because after FI you have 7 more subjects. You'll plan for that. So that will be incomplete. Got it what I am saying? So it will be your duty, your responsibility to complete the portion whatever you have missed by your own. Of course, the point which you have not understood, I am there for you. Whatever you have not understood by your own, I am there for you. Normally, I have seen students, a CA final student can understand anything by their own. Means this class is only for guidance. I am here only for guidance, to show you the road. Are you getting? सिर्फ रास्ता दिखाने के लिए हूँ. You can understand right now. If I'll open one concept, you will be able to understand by your own. But we need to start now. So we need to start somewhere. So I am there to start that classes. Got it? Second point, revision. Revision on a constant basis, consistent basis. The revision, what is the meaning of revision? Revision does not mean you need to do entire question in that day. Revision means what? Whatever I have done today, just go home. In 20 minutes you can revise whatever I have done. In 20 minutes that you can revise. Once a chapter is completed, are you getting? Means what I believe that 10, if that chapter has 10 pages, it will require 20 minutes or maximum 30 minutes for revision. So consistent revision of content is required. Means you should have that content in your mind fixed. Then only you can apply in the questions now. Are you getting what I am saying? If you don't know the concept, even though you practice that question n number of times, once again that same question will come in exam, that will be new to you. In exam, all questions are new, even though that question you have done n number of times. Got it? So revision on a consistent basis. So one rule, second rule, that after that also of course CA final student don't follow. Normally what happens, these rules are followed by CA inter student. But then also I need to inform you that one rule will make that after means whatever portion I have completed, that you should revise by the end of the day. And I will say that make a rule that 1 hour we revise every day FR. So this will help you to complete one time revision with me only. Only 1 hour. Yes, out of 24 hours I require only 1 hour. 3 hours to you are coming because you are paid fees. Huh? This you are coming because you are paid fees. Huh? Fees you are forced to come now. But 1 hour that you need to do by your own. That is more difficult. That is more difficult. Correct? So 1 hour you need to study every day. So one day you have not studied 1 hour, next day 2 hours. So we don't have time, sir. So we are articles. We come what? At 9. How many are coming at 9 in night in your home? So only 2, 3. Very good, yeah. Very good. So after 9, you such an hectic day. You don't have time now. Really? Bolo. We have one life, one attempt. Correct? One life, one attempt. You decide. From my point of view, if you in one day or 2 days, if you sleep only for 4 hours, you will not die. You will not die. So that day, revise 1 hour, sleep for 4 hours, you will not die. Believe me, you will not die. Got it? Make a rule that 1 hour you need to study. You can study in your office time also. Huh? In office, if you have some time, read there. 1 hour require entire day. How that 1 hour you decide? Got it? Understood? Then right attitude. What is the meaning of right attitude? Normally, what I feel that CA inter students are more interesting in class. CA find the student are boring. It is my personal experience last 15 years. I am teaching from last 15 years. Personal experience बता रहा हूँ. CA inters are more interactive. मजा आता है. CA student will come. Hmm. Yes sir, we understood. Even though nothing is going, they will say yes, understood. They are very boring. Try to be interactive. Understood? Means how to become interactive in class. Whenever I ask any questions, try to answer it even though you don't know. Whenever I ask any questions, try to answer it even you don't know. Got it what I am saying? Try it. Understood? Second, whatever doubt you have in the class, ask in the class only to become interactive. It does not mean I will not answer your doubt after class or before class or during the break time. Even though you message me before I sleep, I will answer. That is my responsibility. That is my obligation towards you till you become CA. Understood? That is my obligations. Acha, only first day I speak this much. Huh? Once I start, I don't have time. Only first day. Then you will think that sir is only teaching, teaching, teaching. Then I will become boring. Correct? So only first day थोड़ा सा interactive so that you can understand me, I can understand you. Then only प्यार होता है ना. Understood? We always say wherever there is a love, it become more interesting. Correct? So we should have some relationship. But right now you don't know me, I don't know you. I'm just trying to create a relationship between us. A connection, one type of connections. Correct? So whenever you have a doubt, that doubt you should ask in class only. Try to become interactive. Don't keep the doubt in your pocket and go home. Don't think that is a very simple doubt. What others will think about me. Let others decide what they are thinking about yourself. You. But it is your doubt you should ask. Correct? Third, whenever you are doing some mistakes in class, either while doing the questions or whatever, try to write down that mistake somewhere. That these mistakes I have done, this question was asked, but this mistake I have done. Try to write down that mistake. Because normally what happens, we don't think about what mistake we have done. And normally that is more important. What mistake we do, normally we repeat that mistake on a repeated basis. So we should understand what mistake we are doing. Are you getting what I am saying? Let me ask you one question. I'm just trying to understand. When I ask question, I'm not trying to check your understanding level. I'm just informing that what you have done and how you should do. Means you pass CA foundation, you pass CA inter. बोलना है yes or no? It means you should know whatever we have done in accounts till date. बोलना है yes or no? I'll just ask one question from you. Just give me the answer. What is real account? Don't give me the rules, huh? Don't give me the rules. Debit what comes in, credit what goes out. मजा आता था. I'm saying what is real account? What is real account? Very simple question, huh? Very simple question. अरे बोलना रे. Very simple question and does not require any book right now. You have used this term n number of times in your life. A real account. Are you getting what I am saying? Now, if you don't know, then also you pass CA Foundation, CA Inter. If you know, then also you pass CA Inter, CA Foundation. I am saying that concept was not required only CA Foundation, CA Inter. Concept was not required only what was required? Rules was required. Working knowledge, मजा आ रहा था. Nobody asked you what is real account, ना? अरे बोलना रे. When interview they can ask na. Interview they can ask. And suppose in interview they ask what is real account. If you are not able to answer that, they will think about you? They will not ask second question. They will say bye bye. We'll meet after 6 months again. Anyone who can answer what is real account? Believe me, I'm not here to demotivate you. Huh? I'm here to motivate you how to change the process of learning. How to change the process of learning. Means in every batch, I got this answer. In every batch. In any account whose balance are carry forwarded. So my question to you, what is personal account? Their balance is not carry forwarded. The personal account, real account are same. Then what is the difference between real account and personal account? No, then the meaning of real account, whatever you have said, that is wrong, not correct, na? I have asked what is real account. If you are saying real account are those accounts whose balance are carry forwarded, so personal account balance are also carry forwarded. Then your meaning is not correct. Am I right or not? Am I right or not? I don't know. If you search in Google Baba also na, in Google Baba also this answer is given. Google Baba, you know? Google Baba, everyone know na? Very important Baba for our life. Correct? Anyone who can try now. You may be correct, you may be wrong. But when you try, you become updated. Correct? Your knowledge become updated. I mean, right now, if you are not trying, अरे मुझे तो पता था. I was knowing that. Are you getting what I am saying? When you are not trying, all account other than personal and asset account. Building is what? Real or personal? हाँ तो you said other than personal and asset account. Building is an asset only. Building is a real account. Building is a real account, ना कि personal account? Not. It is nominal account. You said other than personal and asset. You said na. That is also not correct. So just try to understand what actually happened. NCA enter NCA foundation. What happened? You passed without knowing the basic knowledge about what real account. Basic knowledge about a real account. That time it was not required. But you passed that to exam. That is was more important. But now you are in CA final. That you need to understand without concept. Are you getting what I am saying? Till you understand a concept, don't proceed. Don't think that we'll do rectification about journal entry and मजा आएगा. Got it? So right attitude. You need to change your attitude from CA inter to CA final. Means exceptional student, those exceptional students who are best in the eyes of ICI will become CA. Understand what I am saying? Those exceptional students who are best in the eyes of ICI, they will become CA. How to become best, that you need to understand. Are you getting? In ICI exam, CA final exam, you will not get marks for correct answer. Huh? Don't have any expectations also that you will get marks for correct answer. Huh? Huh? ऐसा भी होता है. Yes. You will not get full marks for correct answer. You will get full marks only when the answer is best as per ICI. Your answer might be correct, but your answer might not be the best. Among you, best will become C. You all are best. You decide. You decide. Are you getting? So you actually in CA final exam, believe me, this is a fact. You need to accept it. We need to accept it. Same thing followed from our days. We are not given marks for correct answer. We are given marks for the best answer. Are you getting? If your answer is not best, they will give average marks 50%. Out of 12, 6 marks will be given. Less than 50% will be given. And then aggregate, difficulty in getting aggregate. Got it? So how to convert your answer from correct to best, that we need to understand. Got it? Don'ts. These don'ts now basically depends upon student. I will say, but avoid negative peoples. Our surrounding now is full of negative peoples. Full of negative peoples. अच्छा, you take guidance from your senior? अरे बोलना रे. You came in FI class asking about me from your seniors only ना? अरे बोलना रे. Correct. Normally we take guidance from seniors. Those seniors are CA or non-CA? Non-CA. Because those who become CA, they are not with you right now. They are not available for giving immediate suggestion. And those senior might have taken n number of attempts. Now they become negative about ICI. These are negative people. Are you getting what I am saying? I'm not saying that they are not capable of becoming CA. But 90% of those students are now become negative. They will say always negative about ICI. Are you getting what I am saying? Acha, you are here to become CA? Bole yes or no? A true CA? If somebody will say something about your godfather, ICI is your godfather, what you should do? You should respond now. Respond, immediate respond now. Because you should not listen anything bad about your family. Got it? Are you able to understand? Somebody saying something wrong about ICI, we should respond. See, that try to avoid these negative people. They are creating rumors that ICI is not good, ICI is bad. They are godfather, right? How they can become bad to us? And if they are bad, leave this course. Why you are doing it? Simple, na? Leave it. If you don't have faith on Godfather, leave it. Got it? They will not leave. Huh? Who are saying that the CA course is not good. Now CA is not for jobs. We are not getting good salary in CA. They will do it, but they will try to say always negative about ICA and CA course. Ultimate course, beautiful course, lovely course. I have never seen this type of course throughout my life. Therefore, I am CA. Lovely course. You can do whatever you want to do after becoming CA. Whatever. This course is that. No other course is like that. Got it? Beautiful course. Avoid social media. This is not possible nowadays because many information we get from social media. So use social media only for the required things. Don't use social media for unwanted things. I use social media only for marketing, for my promotions. Nothing more than that. I never see anything. I don't know what is. I have 5 Facebook ID, but I don't know the password. Why? Because my staff is using 2 Instagram ID. I don't know the password. I'm not using only. Deleted from my this. There is no Instagram. There is no whatever. Facebook. Correct now. Huh? Sometimes we require. LinkedIn is required because that is a professional social media. So there I am available. But then also that I use only when required. Otherwise don't. We don't have time only. You don't have also time, na? You have time. Avoid social media. Only whenever you require some information about amendment, then go to YouTube and listen that video. Otherwise, not required. If you want motivation, na, self motivate yourself. Got it? Whenever you want to want motivation, go to what mirror, and the person who is in that mirror na is the best person in the entire world. Understood? Who is the most important person of your life? Who is the most important person of your life? Because for that important person, you can do whatever you want to do. अरे बोलना रे. Correct now. For me right now, after marriage, the most important person in my life is parents only. Correct. Second most important person can be my wife. So I can do whatever I want to do for my parents, my family, my wife. Therefore, in the morning I am coming late. Otherwise, who will come in the morning class? Got it? What I am saying? Who is the most important person of your life? Hmm? Now, the most important person of your life is you only. For me, first, for me, I am the most important. Then my parents will. If you don't respect yourself, nobody will respect you. If you don't love yourself, nobody will love you. Correct? Most important person of your life is you, yourself. Start respecting yourself. Start loving yourself. Automatically, whatever you'll do, that will be achieved. And this CA you are doing for yourself. And if you are doing for yourself, automatically you are doing for your parents. Got it? Correct? About making excuses. This is the, I will say, excuse. Every time whenever something is not happened, we start giving excuses. We don't pass. This time paper was tough. Therefore, I have not passed. I see I have not corrected my paper well. These are excuses. Stop giving excuses. Everything will become easy. Stop giving excuses. Correct? If you are not able to understand in the class, don't say Chiranjeev Jain is not a good teacher. Huh? This is totally bakwas. If you are not able to understand, you are not concentrating in the class. Don't give excuse that this teacher was not good. I'm not saying only about FR. It can be for any other subject also. The teacher who are teaching at CA final level can't be bad. Are you getting what I am saying? If you are not able to understand, try to find out what mistake you have done. Don't give any excuse that this person was not teaching good in class. Got it? Correct? Coming to now syllabus. As far as syllabus is concerned, if I remove two chapters, it is totally Ind AS. Totally Ind AS. Correct? Means in CA final only we need to study Indian accounting standard from Ind AS 1 to Ind AS 116. Now when I am saying Ind AS 1 to Ind AS 116 does not mean there are 116 Ind AS. We'll come to that. But it is totally Ind AS. Now this paper has been divided, you can see, by ICI into how many parts? 7 parts. This all division has been done by ICI. Part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, part 5, part 6, part 7. Now right now whatever I will say you will not be able to understand now. Because you don't know the chapter, you don't know the content. But you can see the weightage is also given. Part 1 will include this chapters. Weightage is 10 to 15%. Never rely on that. ICI will change that in your exam. One standard was set up, but now the paper will be prepared by some other person. So they will follow their own trend. Correct? So this is only for understanding. Yeah, this can be one weightage. As per this, we can do preparation. But from my point of view, to any chapter will be important if the question is coming from that. Correct now? Any chapter is important from which question they ask. And being an ICI exam, we don't know from which chapter the question will be asked. So all chapters are important. All chapters are important. Got it? So I will not go through this. I will not go through this. You will be able to understand when the entire syllabus will complete, then we'll come to the weightage. But right now, whatever I will say, that you can't understand also. Correct? You can write down this number. You can write down this number. If any query regarding the books, etc., 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 backup classes, don't touch me because I also don't know. Correct now. This is not my number. This is my team number. Any query about the classes, timing changes, whatever you want to ask, you can reach them. They will try to help you. Correct. Number is important. Website is now not important for you because you have taken classes. Correct. Achha, I have not said anything about doubts now. Sorry. Where is that slide? Oh, this I missed. Doubt clarification. So you can see I'll provide you one dedicated Telegram group in which you can ask any doubt. I will respond. But for face-to-face batch, till the batch time, I will also create one WhatsApp group. Till the batch time. Normally I don't reply in WhatsApp. I will reply where in only in Telegram group. But till this batch, I will respond to your WhatsApp message, but only in group, not personal message. I don't see also personal messages. Correct now. So only in group, whatever you are asking, I will respond. Correct. Telegram group will be forever till you become CA. That will be dedicated only for my student. The link will be provided to you. The link will be provided to. Correct. Call, of course, you can call me at any time. Whenever you feel that you are not comfortable with the doubt whatever you have asked in Telegram group, sometimes we are not able to explain by way of message, or whatever I am saying you are not able to understand, you can call me. I'll give a dedicated time. In that time you can call me. Number I will provide, don't worry. Correct. I will conduct test also. All my past batches, it was my experience that normally in face to face classes student commit, yes they will write test but they don't come. This time I'll be thoroughly strict for test. Got it? I'll be strict for the test. Means test whenever is there you need to write. Are you getting what I'm saying? You write down a test either by coming in classroom or from your home directly. That is your choice. I'll give you the PDF. If you are coming here, so we'll give you the what? Printout also. Got it? Test will be normally taken on Sundays. In class time, I will never take the test. On Sundays, it will be conducted. Got it? So this time I will be thoroughly strict about the test. And tests are very important. Why? Because that will force you to revise. That will force you to revise. Got it? Yes, sir. I think all the discussion we have done. Now we can come to the subject. We will start with what? We will start with India's introduction. India's introduction. Break will be given for 10 minutes. Break will be given for 10 minutes. At it will be from 8 to 8:30. I can give at any point of time. Agreeing? From 8 to 8:30, 10-minute break will be given at any point of time. Got it? Correct? So don't ask me break in between when I am in the flow of the chapters. Suppose I am teaching some concept that is required to complete it, so I will not take the break. Okay, but after that I will give the break. Got it? Now coming to the chapter, you can see this is chapter number 2. So I am not starting with the chapter number 1. So how to teach that I will decide. I can just start with chapter number 29 also. Got it? So we are starting with the chapter number 2. Chapter number 2 is what? India's introduction. So what is India's? Badao. Anyone who have done any audit for India's client? Follow. Anyone who have done audit for India's clients? You have done. Very good. You have also done. Very good. Means can I say कि 95% to have not yet experienced India in their life? Means you have done audit based on accounting standard whatever you have done in CA Inter. That also I know how much you use. अरे बोलना रे. Correct na? That also I know what you use, what you don't use. It means can 95% students do not have any practical knowledge of India still now? Can I say in this way? Don't worry. Don't worry. Even though you are from a small firm, correct? With three partners, where two partners are sleeping partner. Correct. It was my case also. Okay, I was also from a small firm where there were three partners. Means when I was joined, it was informed to me there three partners, three branches like this. But then I understood that only one partner, two partners were sleeping partner. So I was also from a small firm. Correct now. So that small firm will not decide my career. Correct. So nothing to worry if you are not from big four. Nothing to worry. Nothing to worry. Correct. One commitment I can give that after my classes you will become expert in India. Means you can challenge any CEO of India regarding India. Challenge any CA, not CA student, huh? You can challenge any CA regarding the concept of India. That is my commitment towards you. And believe me, in that discussion, you will always win. But for that, you need to interact with CA. Normally, we don't interact only. Normally, in Article C, whatever audit you are doing, first the audit you are not doing, but then also whatever you are doing, you don't consult, you don't interact with your CA. Am I right or not? Whatever work is given, you complete and go home. Change it. Change the process of working. In articles, if you are not for earning, you are for learning. In articles, if you are not for earning, you are for, and for learning you are getting something na. For learning you are getting na. अरे बोलना रे. You are getting minimum, but you are getting na. Where you will get? Here to you are paying or you are receiving? Here in class, paying na. Nothing is free in India. Only articles is free. Learning. Nothing is free in India. Nothing. Are you getting what I am saying? Nothing is free in India. Only in articles you will learn without paying anything. We should respect that and start learning there. Huh? Start learning. One thing, no one will help you to learn. You need to help yourself to learn. In Article C, the CA will not come to you. You need to go to the CA. The CA, your principal will not come to you. You need to inform that we are coming. We are coming. Correct to take your chair. But inform na. Try to inform that you become obsolete. You are not updated because I know they are not updated. Got it? So I will just inform you during the classes what you are actually doing and what you should do in your article 6. So when I am saying FR means India. What is India? India is what? Converged form of IES and IFRS. India is what? Converged form of IES. IES means what? Huh? Ah, I means always international. Huh? I means always international. Therefore, Indias is not IES, it is Indias. To make a difference between Indias and IES. What is IFRS? International Financial Reporting Standard. For the first time, you are using it. You can write down full form also if you want to write down. Whatever I write in good handwriting, that you should write down. This is my good handwriting. Whatever I am writing good handwriting, that you should write down. It is a converse form of what? IES and IFRS. Correct? This IFRS, when I say IFRS, it will include IES. In my class, I will not say on a continuous basis IES and IFRS, IES and IFRS. When I say IFRS, it is deemed that I am also saying about IES. So this IFRS is one global standard. global standard. Can I say with India becoming open economy from closed economy, correct now, it was a need of the hour that we should accept global accounting standard. Global accounting standard. So in the 2001, in the year 2001, correct now, there was a need that yes, now India should also adopt global accounting standard. It was decided that time. It has taken 16 years to actually implement India's in India. 16 because it was first applicable on a mandatory basis from the year 1/4/2016. 1/4/2016. But 2000 discussion started in government assembly that yes, we should now accept global accounting standard. So that the many countries were accepting global accounting standard. So India also become one of the country who which accepted what global accounting standard. But India has not adopted IFRS. They will not adopt it entirely. We'll make some changes as per the economic condition of India and then we'll implement in India. So that is converse form of what? IFRS. Means there is some differences between what? IFRS and India's. So whether the difference is in our syllabus. If you see ICS study material, so that difference is also given, but as per syllabus is concerned, the difference is not a part of FR syllabus. Even though it is not a part of FR syllabus, we'll discuss the difference in class only. Because there is only 5% difference. So if I teach you 5%, can I see you understand IFRS also? Correct na? If I say India's will do total, if I teach you 5% extra, so you have understood IFRS also na? So that 5% will do. Got it? What I am saying? IS and IFRS. Now, when I am saying IS, so actually before 2001, the International Accounting Standard was known as IAS. And after that, it became what? IFRS. Means before 2001, there was one committee known as IASC, which was changed to what? IFRSC, means International Financial Reporting Standard Committee. You have understood why the change was required. Because this global accounting standard were now were accepted by many other countries. So they started to change it as per global standard. So one committee was formed, International Financial Reporting Committee, that will take care about the global standard. However, the subject name is never accounts. It is always financial reporting. So they have understood that it is actually financial reporting, therefore they changed from accounting standard to financial reporting standard. Financial reporting standard. Got it? Now, before 2001, this committee ISC has already issued IAS 1 to IAS 41. Understood? So, this ISC already issued IAS 1 to IAS 41. Means how many international accounting standard we have? 41. Out of 41 standard, many standard has been deleted also. That you will automatically understand when we do India's which international accounting standard has been deleted. For example, we have IAS 1, we have IAS 2, but we don't have IAS 3. We don't have IAS 4. That is already deleted. So ineffective, they are not 41 international accounting standard. It is less than what 41 international accounting standard. After 2001, whatever international accounting standard was issued, the name was given IFRS. Are you getting what I am saying? It is IFRS 1 to IFRS 16 till date. IFRS 17 is in what? Draft stage. Till now it has not become effective. Once it will become effective, that will be also part of your syllabus. To become CA as soon as possible. Otherwise, syllabus will increase. Got it? You can see once IFRS committee started implementing standard after 2001, they retained IS 1 to IS 41. They have not changed the title and the number. Means IS 1 to IS 41 still exist. They have not converted their name to IFRS name. The number has not been changed. Means can I say whatever new accounting standard were issued after 2001, that were known as what? IFRS 1, 2, 3, 4, like this. Means before that, whatever was issued, that was known as IS 1 to IS 41. Means can I say till now IS 1 to IS 41 is still effective? It is in use. Got it? Correct. Now coming to Indian accounting standard. Now you can see this was converged to what? Indian accounting standard. So one rule was formed in companies accounting. Companies Act. The rule name you know. Companies Indian Accounting Standard Rules 2015. This rule was implemented in the year 2015 because it started from that year only. It was implemented from that year only, 2015. Got it? So one rule was framed and all the international accounting standard and IFRS were notified in these rules. So when it was notified, the name whatever was given for this Ind AS 1 to Ind AS 41, they have given the number like this: Ind AS 1 to Ind AS 41. Understood what they have done? Means whenever I say Ind AS 1, Ind AS 2, Ind AS whatever, it is nothing but copy paste of what? IS 1, IS 2, etc. And for this, now can I say they don't want to change the IFRS number. Means suppose if I will say after 41 the 42 should come na. If I will say Ind AS 42, then how will compare Ind AS 42 with IFRS 1? There will be a lot of differences, means there will be confusion. So what they have done, whatever IFRS 1 to IFRS 16, they have given the number like this: Ind AS 101 to what? Ind AS 116. Understood? Ind AS 116. Means whenever I will say Ind AS 105, it means it is copy paste of what? IFRS 5. If I will say Ind AS 40, then it is copy paste of what? IS 40. Understood? This is the difference. Means there are not 116 Ind AS. Correct now? Effectively from our examination point of view, 33 to 34 Ind AS are important. Means there are some Ind AS which is not in our portion also. Means they still exist, but that is not covered in our portion. We'll discuss about that in our later classes. But I hope you have understood this what I want to say. Means can I say now there are two type of companies? There are two type of companies. Companies to which Ind AS is applicable, to which Ind AS are applicable, and company to which what is applicable? To which company to which Ind AS is applicable? To balance company what will be applicable? AS, whatever you have done in CA enter, that will be applicable. Means can I say AS is not withdrawn from India. Whatever you have done in CA enter, that still exists. And whatever you are doing in your articles, if you are following accounting standard only, you are not following Ind AS to that extent right now. Why? Because that is applicable to what? Big companies, and you don't have audit for big companies. Are you able to understand what I am saying? So to which can add on existing AS are applicable. Understood? My question to you all, this AS, whatever you have done in CA Inter, this is issued by whom? Huh? Where this is AS as per ICI? Issued by ICI? What do you think? Huh? This existing AS, whatever you have done in CA Inter, that is issued by ICI? Huh? That? Nafra. You are saying Nafra. Oh. So you can say Nafra, but can I say this is not issued by ICI? This has been notified under companies accounting standard rules 2006. So you can't say AS issued by ICI. Initially there was some difference between AS issued by ICI and this accounting standard. Now that difference has been removed. You can see that is exactly same now. But then also you can't say that AS issued by ICI is applicable to companies. Are you getting what I am saying? In the year 2006, some rules were formed and all the AS which has been issued by ICI were notified with some changes in this rule. With some changes. So you can't say AS issued by ICI. You need to say AS notified where? AS notified where? In companies accounting standard rules 2006, notified by MCA, Ministry of Corporate Affairs. Correct? Now in this notified accounting standard we have AS 1 to AS what? AS 1 to AS, AS 1 to AS 22. What you are saying? 29. So AS 1 to AS 7 and then AS 9 to AS 29. Means when it was notified, so there was no AS 8 only. AS 8 was not notified only. So if it is not notified, you can't say na AS 8 is notified. AS 8 was already removed before 2006. It was already withdrawn before 2006. In the year 2006, the notification came. So AS 8 was not notified only. So you can't say AS 1 to AS 29. You need to say AS 1 to AS 7 and then AS 9 to AS 29. Out of these, one AS is now withdrawn. Which AS? AS 6 is now deleted. Means AS 6 was initially notified, then removed. Difference understood between AS 8 and AS 6? AS 8 was not notified only, and AS 6 was initially notified, then withdrawn. Understood? So this way accounting standard already you have done where? Can most of the standard you have done? There are few standard which were not in CA inter syllabus that you have not done. Nothing to worry, that will do where? In CA final. However, accounting standard is not in our syllabus. Accounting standard is not in our syllabus. As per existing schema. Whatever I am saying as per existing scheme of syllabus, not as per new scheme. It might happen under new scheme some AS is introduced. Then we'll update you about that. Got it? Correct. So what is AS issued by ICI? Right now we are discussing about whom? Companies. Now one question arises whether AS is applicable for non-companies. Means for partnership firm whether you apply accounting standard. One thing is clear, this AS are mandatory for whom? Companies. whether AS or Ind AS. Either to some companies AS will be applicable, to some companies Ind AS will be applicable. What about partnership firm? Whether AS are applicable to them? Means what about non-companies? Non-companies. Bolo. Whether AS are applicable or not? What do you think? Have you prepared any balance sheet or SOPL or partnership firm? No, 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 not in class. In your office. In class तो मजा आता है. Class तो is something different. Practical and class is totally different. I have asked you that whether you have prepared your balance sheet and SOPL in your office for partnership firm. Yes, you have done. I think most of the chartered accountant will have partnership clients. So whether you are prepared or not prepared. अरे बोल दो yes यार. Not prepared. So you are prepared only for companies. How many of you have not prepared for partnership firm? Acha, you have not at all prepared. So you have filed ITR. Have you filed ITR for that partnership firm? You have not filed ITR also. Oh, very good companies. चलो ठीक है. So what I want to say, for any non-companies, AS are not mandatory directly because no act. For partnership firm, if you read Partnership Act, it is silent about accounts. Partnership Act is silent about what? Books of account, na? Companies Act is not silent about books of account. But partnership firm is totally silent about books of account. It means, can I say, as per legal act is concerned, AS are not applicable. But ICAI has issued one circular to their members. You are future member of ICAI. So has issued one circular to all their members that whenever you are performing any attested function, whenever you sign any financial statement, you need to comply the requirement of accounting standard. You need to comply all the requirement of accounting standard. Means, can I say, with that circular, even though for partnership firm AS will be applicable, but which AS? AS issued by ICAI. AS issued by ICAI. Understood? So can you say, for non-companies you can't say AS are not applicable. So can you say AS issued by ICAI will be applicable as per the circular issued by ICAI? That I will not write down, but have you understood what I want to say? So can I write down in simple word? AS issued by ICAI will be applicable whenever CA attest such financial statement. Whenever CA perform attested function in that financial statement. Means if the CA is not signing that SOPL or financial statement, then there is no need to follow what? The requirement of accounting standard. Are you able to understand what I am saying? And therefore normally we don't sign. Because can you say we prepare that financial statement as per the requirement of clients. Whatever client will say we'll do. Because we require fees, na? And therefore normally we don't sign. And if we are signing, we'll always follow what? All the requirement of accounting standard issued by ICAI. Now, so this AS has been issued by ICAI. So of course these are not same. Actually these are different, na? These were different. Initially there were some differences, but now that differences has been removed. What is that difference? I am not going to explain because that is not important. I am just giving you some overall knowledge so that we can start. Yes, this is the AS, this is the Ind AS. Now these AS are AS 1 to AS what? Batao. How many AS issued by ICAI? How many AS issued by ICI? 32. Very good. AS 1 to AS 32. Out of these, AS 8 and AS 6 has been deleted, correct? And AS 30, 31 and 32 are not applicable to whom? Are not applicable to non-companies. Are not applicable to non-companies. And therefore you have never done AS 30, 31, 32. Because it is not applicable to non-companies. And you can see that has not been notified in the rules also. So it means any company to which AS is applicable, AS 30, 31, 32 were not notified. If not notified, the question of applying that will not arise. Are you able to understand what I am saying? So why it was not notified if issued by ICI? Because it was actually issued after 2006. Understood? The notification came in 2006. This was issued after 2000. Once any act will be drafted, now after that amendment is not possible in India. Any amendment in Companies Act or any other act is not possible in India very easily. Even though ICA want to notify that, but they have not yet notified. Why? Because for that amendment is required, na? For bill need to be passed in both the houses. Government is busy in many other jobs. Are you able to understand what I am saying? So that actually I will say it was missed here. And because it was not notified, AS 30, 31, 32 does not exist only. Does not exist only. And therefore it was not in your syllabus. However, we have a corresponding Ind AS for that. Means CA final will do corresponding Ind AS for that. And that Ind AS will change the entire accounting. Means when I will do that Ind AS, which is corresponding to this AS 30, 31, 32, it will bring a revolutionary change in accounting. Are you getting what I am saying? It will come, don't worry. It will come. Got it? So it does not mean that we will not study it only. We'll never study 30, 30, 31, 32. It will be a part of India's. It will be part of India's. Now coming to companies, because we are here discussing about companies only. Correct. Now, sir, how we will understand to which companies India's will be applicable, to which companies AS will be applicable? Correct now. So it means these companies, means this India's is notified where? Already I have mentioned where? Notified where? Under companies in accounting standard rules 2015. So all the Indias is are notified in this rule. So this rules has given some roadmap, has given one roadmap for the companies. To which companies Indias will be applicable for from which point of time. That we need to understand. Means first we'll find out whether to this company Indias is applicable. If yes, then apply Indias. Otherwise apply what? Yes. Are you getting what I am saying? So can I say if we discuss to these companies India's applicable, so for balance companies India's are not applicable. For them what will be applicable? Existing accounting standard will be applicable whatever you have done in CA Inter. So that has not been withdrawn from your life. Huh? We are not supposed to forget that. So what I will do whenever I will do India's, so I'll just give a differences between India's and AS whatever you have done where in CA Inter. So whether that is our syllabus, that is also not a part of your syllabus. Then why you are teaching? I want to teach because of that reason I am teaching. Means as per ICS study matter, yes, they have also given the difference, but they will never ask. I know. Because scope is not the 100 marks paper only is there, na. So from 100 marks paper, there is no scope to ask that type of differences. So we'll understand. It will help you only for better understanding of India's and AS. So let us sir come to now discussion. What you want to say? So what are Indian accounting standard? You can see Indian accounting standard are what? Indian accounting standard are already I discussed are the international financial reporting standard. When I say IFRS, IFRS will include what? IES. Correct? So IFRS include all IES also. So we will not say IFRS and IES. Correct? Converse standard. Converse understood. Converse standard. We have not adopted. We have converted IFRS as per the economic condition of India. As per the requirement of Indian economic condition. Got it? Issued by the central government of India through Ministry of Corporate Affairs under the supervision and control of ASB. ASB means Accounting Standard Board of ICI. So of course ICI has given a lot of suggestions ki what should be the modification, what should not be the modification. Correct? So Accounting Standard Board of ICI and in consultation with what? National Advisory Committee on Accounting Standard. Now this NACAS has become what? NAFRA. Now National Financial Reporting Authority. However, the suggestion will be given by ICA only. This NAFRA is silent regarding this. Correct now? Understood? Okay. So I hope you have understood this part. What is India's? India's are named and numbered in the same way as the corresponding international financial reporting standard for the ease of reference.